Hello, everybody. My name is Michelle Ganella from Refeather Your Nest in New Jersey, and today we have with us
Karen Casella, also located in New Jersey.
And this is Susan Hayes from the Florida office.
So thanks so much for joining us. This is our series 5 of Ask the Design Professionals, and today's series we are going to discuss our virtual design process. We thought we would take some time to explain how we work so that we can help demystify this process for you. The way we do things is we look at every aspect of your design. We want to make sure that the space or the spaces that we're creating for you really speak to your wellness desire, especially in today's environment with all the concern with COVID-19. We want to make sure that you're comfortable and feel very casual in your home or office, wherever it is that we're working for you on, and that it really you can feel like it's a part of your personality. So we do everything. We in our virtual design process, we specify furniture, and we also, do every aspect of the design as well as accessorizing. So we're not just a design firm that does the big ticket items. We also do accessorizing for you as well. And we put this all together for you from the start to the finish, so that you would have a beautiful cohesive space that is really an extension of your lifestyle. So the most important part of our virtual design process is the initial consultation. So how do you do that, we ask? Karen's going to help us understand that.
So the initial consultation is probably one of my favorite parts. It's when client and designer get to know each other, and that's where the inspiration comes from, and lets us, once we ask you some questions, we really get a feel for your likes, your dislikes, what you want the room to look like at the end, and we run with it. So that's pretty much my favorite part. That's where all the excitement starts. So some of the questions we'll ask is, what is your style? Do you even know what your style is? Do you like modern, transitional, rustic? Modern farmhouse is very popular in our area right now. Some people don't know. They'll see a piece of furniture or see a piece of art and they don't know what style it is. We'll help you and walk you through identifying that. So no need to worry. We also want to know your budget. So a lot of people are squeamish about giving a budget. We really do need to work with a budget. It's important that we kind of know costs up front, what we have to work with. So whether you're moderate, a meager budget, moderate, or luxe budget, we can kind of guide you and give you a frame of reference on what those categories and what that budget will include and how that will incorporate in your design. Color palette, we'll need to know your color palette. We'll start with what's your favorite color. Who else is in the home with you, what's their favorite color. We'll try to make the spaces in your house cohesive. If you have someone in your house, their favorite color is red, but the rest of your house is really cool tones, we'll figure it out as we go along. So color palette is very important in keeping the flow, not just in the 1 or 2 rooms that we're redesigning for you, but to keep it cohesive throughout your house. Let's see. What do you want to incorporate in your design? Meaning, do you have an antique piece of furniture that someone left you and you need to keep that in the space? Or you just have a piece of art that you love and we're going to use that as inspiration? We'll need to know what you have, what we need to keep, and what we're going to purchase for new. Function of the space is extremely important. I mean, there are obvious functions. If it's a family room, it's a gathering space. But we'll want to know how many people, do you entertain? Those kind of things will come into play when figuring out the function of a space. There's a lot of people who have homes that have empty rooms and they just don't know what to do with them, but figuring out your lifestyle will help us figure out the function of that space. I think that's really about it. We also love to see inspiration photos. It could be anything. It could be a pillow. It could be just the color that you saw, a room that you saw on Pinterest, anything that would help us guide us to make it the most pleasing experience for you, because we work where we don't want any surprises at the end. The only surprise we do want is your face to light up when you see the final design plan and are able to walk on that space at the end. And that just thrills us. So, and having said that, Susan's going to touch base on the design plan itself and how that process works.
Thanks, Karen. So that's the most important part for us. We've met you, we are learning all about you, and so now we go home and our creative juices start flowing. We're working on your written and also visual design plan. And what that involves is that we take all this information that you have supplied us and we put it into the color palette. We put it into the flooring. We take into consideration the lighting. I was setting up today for the Zoom appointment, and I found this room which has a really great light, and it really makes a difference from a previous Zoom one that I did that I didn't have enough light, and I really like the feel. So we take all these things into consideration. Furniture placement. A lot of times our design plans include a floor plan for you, so that you know exactly where the things that you purchase need to go. So when that delivery man shows up, you get out your design floor plan and you go, okay, couch goes here, chair here. It's a very comprehensive visual tool for you to have to be able to complete your spaces at your time and your budget. The important thing about our design plans is that we have multiple resources. We've been to High Point, the big furniture market, several times now. We love going because we get valuable resources for you. So that speaks to your budget. Your budget may be a certain amount. So we pick and resource pieces that go into your design plan that maybe we need a really impact piece, and we're going to ask you to spend a little bit more on that impact piece, but we're going to cut corners on other things that you really will make the space look beautiful, but we don't have to spend the $1,000 on a vase. We want to put it into that beautiful mirror that we found that is just going to be the perfect piece for your foyer. So, so we work, that's why the budget is so important, as Karen mentioned, because we need to be able to resource things for you. We also include in your design plan our trade experts. We have fabulous craftsmen, and from painters to wallpaper people to furniture makers to people that can carpet, install carpet, area rugs. So we have a list of valuable tradespeople so that you don't have to be calling around and hoping that they show up. So all this goes into your written visual floor design plan that, that we feel is so important to inform you of your choices, involve you in the process. So many of us see these wonderful shows at HTV. I watch them too, because it's just so exciting to see it like an empty house, and then all of a sudden the people go away and they come home and that's the house of their dreams. Yes, that is true, but it takes us a little bit longer because we don't have the massive amount of people. But what we've done, what we're doing is with your design plan, we're resourcing all that. We're informing you, we're involving you, and then we're with the written plan, we're inspiring you to move forward and create that home that you've always wanted. And that's a reflection of you. So basically, we've just compiled a fabulous tool for you to virtually design your space, or if it's a one-on-one type of thing, you will have your plan for you as well that way. But it's all about the plan we found over the years.
Yeah. And then like Susan was saying, like the plan is extremely comprehensive. It includes everything. It can be as small as 15, 20 pages. It can be as big as 150 plus pages. It really depends on the scope of the project and how much detail you want us to help you with. But that the next step after the plan is complete is the presentation of it to you. So we don't just shoot it off to you and say, thank you very much, good luck. We walk you through each aspect of that plan so that you fully understand every piece that was selected for you and the reasons why. And if we need to tweak something because it wasn't exactly what you were thinking, we'll tweak it. That does happen sometimes, but it's not a big deal. Again, we work with you, as Susan explained, and so if there needs to be adjustments, that's the time we make them, once we're walking you through that plan. So the presentation is thorough, and after the presentation is complete and you've signed off on everything, the last phase is the implementation phase, which we can either help you with, or you can take that plan and run with it yourself. So you have everything in that plan that you would need. You have the furniture scale, you have the floor plans, you know where the pieces are gonna go. You can execute it yourself if you choose that you want us to help you up until that point, or you can have a HGTV experience with us, and we will help you implement it. And it won't take a week or a couple of days, it'll take a few months, but at the end of that time period, you'll walk into your space and it'll be completely done. So we can handle every detail of it for you as well. So I hope you enjoyed this session and have a better understanding of how we can help you in our virtual design plan. Give us a call. We'd be happy to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.